career is there in front of us. We have to fulfill our career. We have to become extraordinary as far as career is concerned. We should not forget that, see. But this material life of making money, etc., has to be spiritualized. So they will go together. Generally, after meditation, the deep state of meditative consciousness, also called samadhi in ancient literature, lasts for a few seconds or few minutes. How to make it possible that this high level of meditative consciousness rests with us, for longest duration possible during the daytime? Our practice of meditation must result in meditative state. Even when we are not meditating, that is, when we are at work or going about our daily activities, and especially while sleeping, the meditative state must accompany us for longer and longer durations of the day and the night. So, how to foster this? The key to that is to create a cycle of constant connection with the heart. How do we create that cycle of constant connection? First, we start the day with morning meditation. Soon as we wake up, we try to offer to our own self a kind of a reminder that yes, I'm going to meditate. I like to connect with myself. It is like auto-suggestion to yourself. And as we remember to unite with our heart, we are setting the tone and direction for our day. Next, the cleaning technique. It is ideal to do our cleaning at the end of the day's work, because during the day we acquire many impressions in the form, as repetitive thoughts, emotions, inner disturbances, etc. So we want to remove them so that we clear our inner space, our heart space. Cleaning also ensures that our work life and its stresses don't spill into our family and family life. Finally, at bedtime, just before we sleep, we do a short meditation, a prayerful meditation. We meditate for a few minutes, bringing our attention to the light in our heart, like we do in the morning. And we set our intentions, which is to be attuned to our heart at all times and be one with the highest potential that is within us. If possible, you can scan through all the day's activities, see where we went wrong, see where we need to improve, and resolve at that time through this meditation in a very subtle way, in a very gentle way, how not to repeat the same mistake again. This resolution is improvement. And such constant improvements in ourselves makes us better and better all the time. This is what I would like to call it as continuous improvement. So, at bedtime, we kindle our longing for this inward connection to deepen, knowing that the guidance we need is also within our heart. Our heart is now our guide. As we go to sleep, this connection continues in our subconscious, making it easier for us to meditate the next morning. Thus, we are also able to make use of the idle, unproductive hours of sleep. Sleep, no doubt, gives us rest. It helps us recuperate our system at a physical level. But now, we are trying to make use of these hours of sleep to our better advantage in improving our consciousness. In Yoga Shastra, we call going from susupti or deep sleep into turiya state, the fourth condition, which is highly described. Maybe in future we'll be able to discuss more on turiya and turiyatit conditions, or the fourth and the stages lying beyond the fourth state. Anyway, first thing we do in the morning consciously is to connect. And last thing we do at bedtime is to bring this conscious connection with ourselves into the subconscious while we go to sleep. And over time, through repetition, And through fashioning a routine, through the cycle of connection, we expand our capacity to be attuned to our heart and the highest potential within us at all times. That is also why I recommend that we got to fix a regular time. We should set aside a regular place for daily meditation or practice. It will take more than one session to feel progress. But I emphasize that your condition, your confidence in mastering the techniques, in tracking and in validating the results of yourself is what Heartfulness meditation strongly recommends. Every day, you'll have newer and deeper and longer lasting experiences. I assure you, I promise you, you will have them. Like any other skill, meditation requires discipline, practice, and witness the results. And one last thing I would emphasize, when you do meditate, do it with a joyful heart, joyful attitude. Meditation must be a joyful exercise. Only then we can master it. People talk of air pollution. People talk of water pollution. People talk of so many types of pollutions. Information has also become a pollution. Thoughts, we can say thoughts have also become pollution. I don't know if how many of you are familiar with this terminology, thought pollution. The root cause of everything to me is unregulated mind. I have also witnessed, I used to work after my graduation in pharmacy. Some of the industrialists there used to pour out their effluents directly into bore wells. They would not do any treatment also. It will straight away go into the ground. So what used to happen then, the water around Ankleshwar became like Coca-Cola water, undrinkable. Again, the root cause of all this? Financial gains, greed. If you make them drink that Coca-Cola water, they'll be scared to drink it, see. But imagine an industrialist who meditates. Will he or will his mind tolerate such creases in their minds and hearts? You might wonder, okay, I did this yesterday, I put some toxins into the groundwater. After a month it continues. How long will you tolerate this nonsense in your heart, which is so now exposed to spirituality? It will not tolerate it. One day it is better to close my industry than to make this water polluted. So the conscientious heart, when we meditate regularly, your heart becomes very susceptible to right kind of a thing. It will not tolerate any wrong things. Even before you argue, before you try to fight with somebody unnecessarily, you'll think many times. Only when we lose this inner compass, which is directed in an evolutionary way, when it changes its face and moves towards opposite direction that is not so evolutionary, then you will feel hurt. You say, oh no, this is not for me. So, in Hindi we say, ek saade, sab jaye. Meaning, try to do something, one thing in such a way that having solved that main problem, you have solved all other problems in life. And that is only this, mind. If I can regulate my mind, if I can make my mind and heart sensitive to my inner needs as well as the external needs, the family members, friends, etc., then I can really live a balanced life. I will not be hungry for more and more information. I'll be hungry for, of course, something that can help me evolve faster. That does not mean that we are running away from work. That does not mean that we are running away from business world. Career is there in front of us. We have to fulfill our career. We have to become extraordinary as far as career is concerned. We should not forget that, see. But this material life of making money, etc., has to be spiritualized. So they will go together. We are not trying to lead a separate life, that this segment of my life will be spiritual, this segment of my life will be material, bhautik as they say. No. Then we will be failing in purpose. We need to integrate both. Let spirituality touch our material existence so much that it ultimately consumes us totally. So even while I'm working, cooking, playing games, or making love, there is spirituality all the way through. So information overload also will be filtered out through such a mind. So cultivating a mind that will repel everything else. When you have a balanced mind, nothing in the world can affect you. Wrong practices create such states. Wrong practices. Either they may have done previously something wrong that struggles with your energy. Which, you know what happens in electricity, for example, when the current is passing, without resistance, there is no dissipation. No resistance means there is no pilferage of current. But if there is a high resistance wire, what happens there? It produces heat and eventually it blows up the fuse. So it is the resistance from within that makes them shake and behave like that, crying and all that. It is the resistance. Your consciousness is not able to move further because of the practices. Like, they want to remain in that state stuck. The consciousness is not flowing. Soul is where it is. Definitely, you need a lot of cleaning. Such individuals need lots and lots of cleaning. Because, I give you another example. When we used to have train engine, right? The other olden days, they used to put coal and the steam was generated, right? And how would they break the train? Stop the train? They let go of the steam. So some people become very emotional and start to cry and all that. It is exactly like letting go of the steam. Once in a while you cry, you have a few tears out of true love for the goal, or you become so restless. It is okay. But to cry crazily, it happens. To all of us it happens. We have to regulate ourselves and say, enough. Preserve it. Don't let those precious tears go in vain. Keep it in your heart. Don't let it go out.